G'day guys, how's it going? Today I want to quickly show you how we test a website during the testing phase of a project prior to its launch to find out if there are any visual bugs or glitches that need to be fixed by our development team so that we can make sure to launch a perfect website. So first of all, I will visit the development URL in Chrome, Firefox and Microsoft Edge while I'm doing my testing on a computer. I'll then also test on other devices that I personally have access to. So I have an iPhone here that I will test on Safari and Google Chrome. I have both those apps installed and I'll visit the exact same link on there. I also have an iPad that I will use and I will test again on Google Chrome and Safari using an iPad. And then finally, I'll also test on a MacBook computer because that has a different operating system than the Windows computer I'm currently recording this video on, and that's what I'll also test on. And obviously that is a lot of devices and you may not have access to all those devices, and that's absolutely fine. All you'll have to do is test on what you have access to, and within the testing ticket in any project we have different systems there, so you'll just mark off the ones that you can do, and then once you're done you can let the other people on the project know that there are some left over that you weren't able to do, and that's absolutely fine. But you should have no trouble testing on Chrome, Firefox and Microsoft Edge on a Windows computer, and if you are on a MacBook computer when you're watching this, you can also test on Safari. So first of all, I will once again, as I said, visit the domain on my first browser and start looking through the website. The main things I'm looking for is really for any inconsistencies between the browsers when I'm looking at different browsers, but the first viewing I'm just actually seeing if the website itself has any obvious issues like dummy text or images or anything else that needs to be changed. So we'll have a look through and let's see if we can spot anything. So first of all, we've got all of this here. I just like to hover over things, see if the hovering effects all work well. Those all seem to be absolutely fine. Schedule a call, certifications. Now these certifications don't look like the real ones because this is a conveyancer and these do not look like certifications that a conveyancer would have. So right now what I'll do is make a note of that. In ClickUp, in the ticket that I'm tracking my time against for this testing work, I'll start making comments and I'll just note down certifications on the home page, logos incorrect. And then again, it's all good if I ended up being wrong and those were the actual certifications, that's all good. The developer that's reviewing those will just tick that off and not worry about it. He may even let me know that that was fine, but it's all good. It's better to be safe than sorry. So if you see something you think is incorrect, note it down and then someone can just tick it off later if it's all good. So we can keep scrolling down. Looks like we've got some dummy text here as well. So it looks like they're still waiting to put in some text for the little sections here. I'd make a note of that. Again, just saying lorem ipsum text in the what are you struggling with section. And that's another note. You just have to be specific enough so that the people looking at your feedback and testing notes can understand where to find what you're talking about. But beyond that, they'll be able to spot it if it is incorrect beyond that. So all you have to do is try to be accurate with describing where it is. All of this looks pretty good though. That doesn't look like it says Tanya. So I would note down signature in the About Me section on the homepage looks incorrect. That's another great note to take. Looks like this video is relevant to CCQ. That's a good one. That can be another popular one that's incorrect, is having placeholder videos around. And then we go down here, and it also looks like if you can look in the bottom left-hand corner of my screen over here, you can see what the links go to. It looks like all of these links aren't linked to anything as well. They've all just got the hash there and they don't change when I hover over them. There's also some lorem ipsum text and some contact info. The reason there are so many things that need to be changed, this website actually isn't in the development phase, the testing phase yet. It's still being worked on, but it's the closest thing I had to make this video for. But these are things I'd all make notes on, but typically there won't be this much stuff that we need to make notes on when a website is really in the testing phase. I'll then do the exact same thing by looking through all the other pages and making sure all of that looks good. And then once that's done and I've got a bit of a picture in my mind of what the website looks like on Chrome, I'll then go and do a much quicker review on all the other browsers and devices I'm looking at. So as you can see, this all looks very much the same, which is great. That's the idea. And again, I'll check all the other pages to make sure that's good to go. But all of this looks very consistent and all of that's still working. I'll then do the same on Microsoft Edge and etc. etc. Once I'm done there, The main other thing to test is on different screen sizes. So you can either test that on your phone if you have a smartphone available. Otherwise, you can also open up the inspect menu on the browser. So what I like to do is I like to use the inspect menu on Chrome. So what I'll either do is hit F12 on my Windows computer, or I can right click and click inspect. And then in the top corner here of the console that just opened up, there is a toggle device toolbar button that I can click, or as it said there, I can hit Control Shift M to open up a screen size changer, which will allow me to change the screen size when viewing this website. And I can even use this little drop down up here to use some presets. So I might select iPhone X, and then I'm going to navigate the website just like I was doing before, but I'm actually doing it on my computer instead of on my phone, but I can see what it would look like on a phone. It's still important to check on mobiles though, because mobile browsers are very different to Chrome. This is still running on a desktop Chrome browser, but iOS Safari can work a lot different and can have bugs that you don't pick up here. But this is just an easy way to see if there are any responsive issues, not if there are any browser issues. So something I might note here is the background image doesn't look very good on mobile. This image looks far better on desktop, but when moved to mobile, it doesn't fit very well. So I would note down that the mobile background banner at the top of the homepage doesn't look very good. And then I'd continue to do the same stuff again. So typically I'll probably look through an entire website in 20 or 30 minutes on all the browsers and such I have to look at, but it gets quicker and quicker the more I've looked at it, because obviously I get the bulk of the notes down from the first viewing I have of the website on Chrome, and then I get less notes for Firefox and less and less and less, and then I get a few more again when I'm on mobile, and then less and less and less. So yeah, you get most of the notes out of the way at the very beginning, and then it's more about just checking to see if there are any issues with different browsers. But that's pretty much it. Once you've done all that, you can submit all your notes on ClickUp, let the development team know who's working on this project, and then they can go through them all. And as I said, it's better to be safe than sorry with this type of stuff, so feel free to make notes of things you're not sure is an issue, and they'll simply just check it off either way when they're going through it. But that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I appreciate your help with the testing stuff. It's not the funnest, but it is really important so that we can deliver a high quality product to our clients at the end of every project. So thank you so much for watching, and I wish you the best of luck.